season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Into the air right away is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Allen got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. On first down, Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Finding Williams once more, complete. The Bills passing game, get them down the field. They've got another first down. Now Allen again. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at about the... That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Play number 9 now in this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Mason complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. play action. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going into the hands of Williams. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This is surprising first thought, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Bills. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're still in search of an initial first and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from arm. Incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They're going deep for Hill. And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Shakir holds it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Mason. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And now they're in the hurry up. On the ground again, it's Mason. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Tua going to run the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Flushed. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a give right side. Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now two are going to try and sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Two are going to run the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Tua Tagovailoa with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. The two are going to try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And his throw here is incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action. Now it's Tua. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this returnable for Hines. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he is cracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 40 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Quick toss to Knox.
It's not quick about the game, though, on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Throwing now is Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the 2nd timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Tua. He's got Mason complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's 2nd down. Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mason. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Ready.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it.